Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Reality Realness with 3 S's. I'm your host here, Chantel Francis, here with you again to talk about Love Island UK Season 7, Episode 19, I think it is. Holy, we're starting to move quickly into this season. Now, if it's your first time here, welcome. We are happy to have you. Please just do us a favor and subscribe. We are just trying to build a community of people that love reality TV as much as we do, and we love chatting with you guys in the chat. So, this episode, not that eventful, even though it starts off with the new arrival, the bombshell named Danny. So he had chosen for his first of 2 dates, he chose Kaz to go on this particular date. Now, looking at him, he doesn't seem to be someone that would be interested in Kaz. You never know, but I was happy that she was chosen for a date. But I'm starting to also get worried that the only reason that she's chosen, kind of like the Rachel situation, is because they want to stay in the villa, or they're just choosing the person that's most likely single, and then they can go, and it's like a placeholder until somebody who they're really attractive either comes in or they recouple with in the villa. So I'm quite wary of his reasonings behind choosing Kaz. Not that she's not gorgeous, not that everybody should be interested in her, absolutely. But I just don't see them together necessarily, and he doesn't seem to have the chat with her. Like, it just isn't working for me. Hi, Anna. Thank you for joining. How did you like the episode? What do you think of Danny and Kaz's chemistry? So when they hug, he does say that Kaz smells good, which is nice. Apparently, we learned that he started a fashion line. He is a plumber by trade. And I didn't rewind it, but I could have sworn he said he bought a house, but he's living in a car right now. But I didn't really hear it properly, and I just didn't feel like rewinding. So let me know what he actually said there. And so, see, exactly, I wrote right here. I'm like, I don't think he's into her, even though he says, one of them says, "You're my vibe." I'm like, I don't know. I think, yeah, he said, "You're my vibe." I'm like, I don't know if she's his vibe. There's some controversial, I think it was Instagram posts or tweets, one of the two, that had the N-word that he was sharing with another friend or whatever, and his family is coming to defend him, saying he's not racist. And he apparently doesn't have any people of color in any of his social media, which doesn't necessarily mean you don't date outside of your race. But if your friend group is kind of one direction, for the most part, it's less likely, we'll say. So I don't know if she's really his vibe, maybe friend vibe, but I just don't see them dating after or at all. So Teddy and AJ have a little bit of a chat. And he says to her, AJ, pretty much right away, that he's happy with Faye, happy getting to know her. He likes what's going on with them, and he wants to see how it progresses. So he pretty much shot down AJ, which is going to be a common theme for this episode. Hello, King Cash. Danny has more personality than half the cast, but don't think he likes Kaz. He's interesting. He is somebody that I can picture on this show. He's not the same, but kind of like Cam from Too Hot to Handle, just like kind of like that bad boy tats swag. And he does seem to have a little bit more of a personality, absolutely. But 100% agree with you. I do not think he's into Kaz. The producers are doing a terrible job for Kaz, considering she is the glue that's holding this villa together. Her and Faye. I mean, Faye's not really getting anybody that she really matches with. Like, I know she's into Teddy right now or whatever, but I don't know how much she is really vibing or if she's just putting up her wall. I can't tell yet, but he's into her. But like her commentary and like her having a little drama and stuff like that is the most interesting part of the show. And then seeing if Kaz can find love is the most interesting part of the show. Everybody else is bland McBland. His friend on his IG story said, "Bring the money home." Uh-oh. So he's definitely going to be a game player. Listen, though, it is a competition reality show for a prize at the end. So going in there with the intention of doing whatever it takes to win is part of the game. And then you do have that option at the end, whether you want to split it or steal it. So if he's planning on stealing it, that's a problem. If he goes to the end, like wins with Kaz and he steals it, like riots would happen. Like that would not be a good thing at all. Everybody would be coming for him. They use her for engagement, but not looking out for her at all. Yeah, it's really unfortunate. She, and the fact that like the only compliments that she receives is like, "You smell good," which is fine. But he has such a nice smile. Like, you can't say that I'm hot. Like, you can't find somebody that can just like look at me and be like, "Yeah, you're hot," or like you're so beautiful. Like, head to toe, like you were, mwah. Nobody says that to her. They only say that to like Lucinda, being like, I'm so sexually attracted to you. You're so hot. Those eyes, blah, blah, blah. And you get the, "Oh, really? Oh, really?" Danny's more personality than all the guys combined. All the guys combined. Agreed. Sharon also gets a text, and she's going to be going on Danny's second date. And I was like, there's no way that Danny actually was interested in Sharon. There's no way. It's just not like, she's not his type, and he's definitely not her type. Her type, she said it. She likes finance dudes and doctors. She likes people that wear suits to work. Like, she likes people that have 9-to-5 jobs. She likes people that make a lot of money. Like, he might make a lot of money. Cool. But she likes that, like, very, what's the word I want to use? Just like traditional wealthy. Like, she likes that. So I just don't see him and her getting along. Oh, yeah, I am Jordan. How are you today? Hi, Sam. Exactly. It's only personality-based comments for Kaz. It's so annoying. Danny is probably the best boy personality-wise now, but the slurs and tattoos are sketch. I kind of mentally checked out from this season. Anna, oh, that's so sad. Are you watching by any chance though Love Island USA? Because it's pretty good. I'm definitely very engaged in it. I want to know what happens. I'm like, oh, I want to tune in. It's a little bit more, it's moving a little bit faster than Love Island UK this season. Not gonna lie. I'll always have, UK will always be in my heart, but it's just because of the accents and the culture I connect to more. But it's bringing it. If Kaz gets sent home, I'll likely stop watching. I mean, what else are we watching for? Like, do we care about Lucinda? No. Do we care about Millie? No. Do we care about Liberty? A little bit. Jake? No. I care about Faye a little bit. Faye and Danny. And Teddy. Teddy. A little bit. Don't care about Sharon. Don't care about AJ. Yeah, I mean, I'll probably tune in because I do this every day, but I want to see her find some love. I want to see them go into Europe. I'm sure there's thousands of people that would be interested in Kaz. I don't know why they can't cast them. What is wrong? Seems he only chose her because she is career driven. Yeah, and probably the producer's like, hey, choose those two girls. They're the ones that, one of the two that will most likely be happy that you pick them because they're in friendship couples. Love Island USA is so good. I mean, it's pretty good. I'm curious as to what's going to happen next episode. I want some voting to happen so Trina and Cinco can know that they're on the bottom. I need that to happen. Bottom couples, risk of being dumped type stuff. Yeah. That's why I was sketchy when Cinco, with Cinco, because most of the comments were personality based for Cash. Well, I mean, I don't know if you watched the Laid Bare, but they laid that out. Giovanni was like, you like her Kash's personality and hanging out with her and whatever, and you want to sleep with Trina. Like it was very clear about that. But I do feel like there was some chemistry that was starting to come. But it's because Kash doesn't lead with her sexuality and Trina does. So yeah, I'm watching USA, a lot more interesting and diverse. It's very diverse. Very diverse. Unfortunately, like a couple of the guys like Corey and Giovanni aren't really having that much luck. Hopefully things have turned around for both of them right now, but I'm not sure. But other than that, there's just like everybody seems to be interested in having people that are interested in them, which is nice. It's nice. It's nice. Like, it's nice to feel desired in a show where people are trying to get into relationships. It's kind of like, I really hope that it's not Love Island UK's intention to make this poor Black woman feel as though she's undesired and unwanted. Like, I think that's a really, really horrible narrative that they're kind of painting about her. Just find some people that are interested in her. Like, why is it that hard? Like, somebody's getting paid to put this cast together. Lots of money. They get paid lots of money. I have a friend that's, that's casting, and he gets paid a lot of money to cast a show. So the fact that they can't figure out how to find somebody to make this woman not feel like she's not worthy of love, I don't know. I think that they should lose their job, to be honest. They're not doing a good one. The fact that the UK haven't gotten it right yet after 6 seasons just shows you the place we're at. They're usually very good at casting. So this season has just been very bad. They haven't been good at casting people of color, absolutely. Like, we always knew that, like, men like Marcel was always having issues of not being picked in the first when the women stepped forward. There's other Black men that people just didn't step forward. Ending relationships, absolutely, but like initial attraction, it hasn't been there. And it's just like, why do you want to make us feel that way? It's just so uncalled for. And like, if you're trying to like stop having racism, or you're trying to be performative and be like, we're so inclusive, like that includes having people on the show that are attracted to the people that you cast. Man, I know I'm flogging a dead horse here, but it's just really frustrating to see. And it's just so, I feel so hurt, Till Gabby came in. I loved him and Gabby. I'm really upset that I believe that he cheated on Gabby. Marcel, girl, she was so for you. She was like so supportive of you. Gabby though has like stepped over into the challenge last season, and it was really nice to see her. I like Gabby. She's sweet and she's very pretty. Was Theo good on Love Island? I never watched the season he was on. I don't ever really remember him on Love Island. Wasn't he on X on the Beach? I don't know. He was Love Island. And then he went to the challenge. And then after he started dating the other Kaz, I don't remember his storyline. Which season was he? Them aging keeps from getting rejected. I mean, it's funny that she's coming in as a bombshell and she's getting rejected. I think she's gorgeous enough to have people be interested in her, but she is diverse and she's not getting people. Like, why are they putting a 28-year-old woman in like a villa with people that are coupled with 21-year-old guys? Like, it's just not the match. It's not going to work. So mean. Over 100,000 applied, and that's what they could come up with. And like Murad said, they had over a year and a half to cast because the last time they did a season was December or January 2020. Or maybe, I don't know if it started in January, if it started in December, but I think it was January. January 2020 till now is how long they had to cast because they didn't have a season last summer. And this is what they came up with. Yeah, no unexpected, because he was the nicest guy in the villa. 3. Oh, 3's my favorite couple up with. Oh, he's tall. I'm just trying to picture him standing next to somebody. He must have been a bombshell. Did he come in to try to break up? What was his name? That guy's name, was it Kyland? Ryland. His name was Ryland, that left for that girl. I can't remember what her profession was, though. Like a nurse, maybe? Maybe her name was Nicole. I feel like it ends in there somewhere. I don't remember. Theo was that. No, I just don't remember. I love season 3. Season 3 is with like Alex. Did he come in with Alex Bowen or Bowen? Was the 2 bombshells that came in? Theo was good for drama. He stirred the pot. I can't remember right now. I need to go and watch that season again. It was the season I started with. My favorite season. I remember Theo on it. I live in Canada. I'm so upset about the UK treating us Black women like this. It's too much to watch. You all need to protest. I'm in Canada too, Dahlia. Thanks for joining us. And I mean, it happens in Canadian television as well, but we did see our first time where on Big Brother Canada that it was really diverse and we finally got a diverse winner. So hopefully things are changing for the better here, but it definitely is not great yet, but it's being acknowledged at least. I think I also saw that there's going to be a Bachelor in Paradise. Is it Canada? Yeah, there's going to be a Bachelor in Paradise Canada. So let's see what they decide to do with that. Let's see how that casting goes. He was a bombshell. Yeah, I'm assuming. Did he come in with Alex? Theo and Johnny argued. Oh, Tyla. Hold on. Okay, starting to remember these people. Johnny, Theo and Johnny and Tyla. Tyla from Australia. I get it. Hi, Natalie. Are you going to be recapping episodes on the beach? Oh, man. Guys, I don't know, but it looks interesting. Jamar from Big Brother Canada 8 is going to be on there from what I saw from the cast reveal. There's a few people that I just don't know. I guess, do I need to watch Paradise Island? I watched the original, no, Paradise Hotel. I watched the original Paradise Hotel. I don't know if I watched the most recent one. Yes, we're going to be doing the challenge for sure. That's my favorite show for competitive reality series. Like, I love Big Brother, and this season is bringing it. But in general, the challenge, I just been watching the progression of it for so long that, like, it really excites me. It's what I 100% will be covering. X on the Beach, I don't know. It really depends on what day of the week that it comes on. Because there's also F-Boy Island, and like, do I do that one too? I don't know. I'm a one-woman show here that it's challenging, A, to find people to commit to the whole season, and B, it just juggling schedule is quite challenging. So we'll see. It depends on the dates. Honestly, at this point, Black women shouldn't go on the UK Love Island also doing Black women dirty. Well, that's okay. That's the thing too, though, is that so Kaz shouldn't have the opportunity to go on the show because they don't know how to cast for her. So she doesn't have the chance for us to fall in love with her and want her to have success out of here and give her the subscribers so that she can get these brand deals. Are you saying that because they can't cast for her that she doesn't deserve to have all the benefits that come from being on a national television show? You know? I'm in Toronto town. So yeah, I mean, I totally get that she, putting herself in that situation, but I think the uproar that the fans are having is what it's going to be taking for it to change. Like what happened last season with Justine and Caleb, I think that forced CBS to make some changes and they have a better season. They made some changes with Big Brother, and this is the best season there has been in probably 10 years. So I think they're starting to realize that just only having white people doesn't equate to automatic success of the show, or the opposite, that having Black people or people of color or more diverse cast doesn't mean that the ratings will drop. These ratings will drop in the UK because the guys they put on there are duds. Like all of them are boring. Teddy's a little bit interesting, a little bit. He kind of flirts a little bit and has some little sexual innuendos. He's the most interesting. Then comes Aaron. So 2 people of color are the most interesting men in the show. All the other ones are boring. Sorry, Liam is not interesting just because he's tall. Like, he's not interesting. Jake isn't interesting. The most interesting thing that Jake said is that he likes having sex to T-Pain. Like, that's the most interesting thing that he said to Unsprung. Who else is Brad? What did he have to proffer? Anyways, so I hope that they're not trying to prove that them having a more diverse cast is with Rachel coming in as a bombshell and AJ being mixed race and Sharon being mixed race, that it's boring. No, actually, they're more interesting than any of the non-diverse people that are on the show. People could be completely wrong and be like, oh my God, they're so interesting, but they're probably not of color. Just saying. So Sharon goes and has her little chat with Danny, or date with Danny, and I was just like, there's no way that he cares for Sharon. No way at all. She's really excited about going on the date, and so I'm happy that she has someone that chose her to go on a date. I think that he had a choice. I think that if he had a choice, he would have probably chosen Millie and Lucinda, or that's my thought. So Sharon talks with Danny. It was fine, but I didn't really see that much chemistry. They seem to get that she's ambitious, and she seemed to like his ambition. I didn't really see any sparks personally. When Cass comes back, she takes all the girls to chat, and she said that he was really complimentary about her, and she thinks that he's super sexy. I don't know if she really thinks that he's super sexy. The U.S. Love Island and Big Brother's doing it with the diversity. I have been so enjoying Big Brother this season. I've been watching it since the beginning, and I really understand competitive reality shows because of Big Brother, because I've watched it and I've analyzed it and I've played versions of it. So I love Big Brother for sure. And the fact that the last time a Black man was head of household was in, I guess it was season 16, which was like 6 or 7 years ago. That's unacceptable. 7 years ago, unacceptable. Yeah. So just to be the fact that there's more diversity, the most diversity I've ever seen on the show. Maybe it's like more than combined all seasons almost. I'm being facetious here, but it's been bad. So yes, I've been enjoying both Love Island US and Big Brother Canada or US for their diversity this season. So they did a good job with listening to the audience. Listening. I think he's super sexy personally, but if you don't have from, I guess he becomes a hot commodity. Liam and AJ have a chat, and he says, I'm enjoying Millie. She tells him, though, that she's really sexually attracted to him. And I'm like, it just made me uncomfortable because he's like, I'm not into you. And she's like kind of begging him, being like, well, I don't know what to do because I'm into you. And you're closing me off and you're not fans. And he's like, I'm not into you. I'm into the person that I'm talking to. Like, leave me alone. I felt bad, but I just didn't think that tactic was going to work with him because A, he's not attracted to her necessarily, and B, it doesn't feel good when someone tells you that they're sexually attracted to you when you're not attracted to them. It feels kind of icky. So I wish that she just, as soon as he said, I'm interested in Millie, she just stepped back because it made me uncomfortable. Uncomfy. Liam tells Millie about this chat with AJ, and she does say, given the green light, it's like, if you want to get to know her, go ahead. it's totally fine. And he was like, no, I didn't. And that's when he says that it made him uncomfortable. And she says, though, in her confessional that she had a gut feeling that she was going to choose Liam. It's just because he's tall. That's it. And that's it. Hi, Netha. The producers and casting team on Love Island UK need to have a meeting with those on Love Island US. Now, I could have sworn that they had some, like, a consultant from Love Island UK that helped them out season 2. I feel like I saw like a casting special or like a behind the scenes production episode where the same people helped them out and just kind of like showed them how to structure things. So maybe they need to look at casting as well a little bit, as opposed to just like the producers. I don't know. AJ needs to go home. Yeah, I'm not really feeling her. I don't really see anybody that they have in the villa right now being into her and breaking up with their couple to, date her. Hi, was that MOS? Hi, Mos. I think Love Island is overrated, but to each their own. I mean, what isn't overrated? All reality TV is kind of like a little bit lackluster, but there's a cult following. Like, there's an enjoyable element of it. There's a lot of drama. There's a lot of, it's just kind of like watching a soap opera. Not everybody's going to be interested in watching a soap opera, or Jackie Collins' book. Like, not everybody's into that style of entertainment, but I love it because of it's simple drama. I'm covering it because it's simple drama and I enjoy it. And there's a lot of people that also just like the simplicity, and it's fun. It's lighthearted, with the comedian being the narrator. It's just like, I think it's a fun show for them. Like that they don't figure out things for Black people, but or people of color, but they're learning. Sam says Teddy should have picked first, like AJ and Danny last night. Wait, oh, I haven't seen it yet. Isn't it? Because Danny is going to be picking first. Well, I think it's to upset the apple cart potentially. Just be that Danny is getting the default pick. I'm sure that they know that Teddy's going to pick Faye. I don't think that she's in this equation here. But I think they want the drama of, like, out of everybody, is he going to steal your girl? I don't think they want anybody to choose anybody. It's just giving him open reign to potentially make some mess, but I don't think he's going to. I think he will choose someone predictable. I mean, if he chooses Lucinda, that could be interesting. You think AJ picks Liam for the drama? She's not picking. It's the boys picking, I think. Yeah, I think it's the boys picking. King Cash. Oh, this is to King Cash. I hope she picks Liam. We'll give at least the dead show some life. But, like, he's not interested in her. So it's just, like, kind of awkward. AJ might pick Hugo. The only person I want to stay is Kaz and Liberty. She's a little messy, but I don't mind her. Oh, I've already said hi to you, but Jordan says the UK needs to do what the UK guys are doing, bringing in 3 guys. I think it would really shake things up. That's what I said yesterday. I was like, why are they bringing, or a couple days ago, why are they bringing in AJ? They don't need another woman in the villa. Bring 3 guys, not just one guy, Danny, that's not interested in everybody. They bring 3 guys. And look at the 3 girls that they brought in. There was someone that was Latina, there was a Black girl, and I'm not sure the background. She might have been Southeast Asian. I'm not sure what Roxy's background was, but all diverse and, like, at least going on dates and, like, bringing some energy. And it gave an opportunity for somebody that was in a friendship couple to find a partner. So it can be done. 100,000 people applied, and these are the best 10. Like, come on. AJ's picking first. Oh, yeah. Oh, so it's a girl's choice? AJ should just choose Hugo and stay in for a decent time until she finds someone. Well, as we saw in this episode, Hugo has 0 game. He doesn't know how to get into a relationship on this show. I think that they need to do two Casa Amor so they get rid of the young boys. I mean, I don't trust the UK's casting at this point. I don't even know if they're going to bring in good bombshells for Casa Amor. Like, imagine if Anna and Amber were on this season. Like, who would they coupled up with? Would Anna have coupled up with, I guess it's kind of a Jordan lookalike, but Toby? That wouldn't have worked. Like, Anna's so much woman, and he's just such a boy. Who would she got with? Nobody else. Maybe she would have gotten with Aaron, but she's too fiery, and he doesn't like fiery girls. And Amber, who would have Amber gotten with? Nobody. The drama happened because they were interested in people in the villa and then turned. Brutal. Danny and Sharon returned to the villa holding hands. So I thought that was a little bit of a dig, Sharon, for your girl Kaz, who also went on that date. So I was surprised that they did that, but I'm sure the producers like, hold hands, hold hands. So with the boys, they were surprised that he got along. He was surprised that he got along with both of them. And he said that Kaz was cool. So the fact that he was surprised that he got along with Sharon means that he wasn't really interested in Sharon. And he even mentions that on the date. He's like, oh, I'm surprised that like I got along with you so well. And she's like, well, why did you pick me then? And he's like, well, I was intrigued. Like, you were told to. Sharon does go in and interrupts Danny chatting with the boys and brings her over to chat with the girls. He does a little dance to the girls. I would just like to see more, just to see something. He sits down, but he says he doesn't girls, stushy girls. And it's kind of like, they're all a little bit stushy. Faye's stush. Sharon's kind of stush. Lucinda's kind of stush. But, I don't know. I don't know what he really wants. Danny didn't even say goodnight. He's like, he was out. That was actually pretty funny. Because that happened right after that. They're all getting ready for bed or whatever. And we see Sharon be like, night, Danny. And he's just already out cold. And she's like, did I just get pied? Hilarious. So the next morning, Faye and Lucinda had a little bit of a conversation. I thought it was actually funny. Faye talking about how she has as much edge as a circle. And I was like, yeah, you don't really have any edge. You're pretty plain. Same with Lucinda. She's like, I'm as basic as they come. She's pretty basic as well. They're both like, we're just united colors of beige. Like, they're pretty beigey. You can tell by Faye's lipstick. It's always beige, brown and beige. And I'm like, I could make you look so much prettier, Faye. Why would Sharon want to come on the show? Definitely to boost her Instagram followers, like, and maybe get some brand deals. Like, there's undoubtedly that's why she came on the show. They all did, Lucinda especially. AJ talks to Liam again. I don't know why she's bothering this boy, but like, this is when she was going a little bit too far, being like, well, what do I do? Like I'm interested in you, but like, you're kind of like shutting me off. And I'm just like, whining to him about the fact that he's not interested in you is not going to make him more interested in you. Sorry, girl. Danny talks to Lucinda though, and Lucinda has her regular I don't flirt game going on. And she's like, do you fancy me? And he's like, maybe. She's like, do you fancy me? And she's like, I don't know you, I think is what happened. He says he has a lot of sexual chemistry with her. He did not say that with Kaz, and he did not say that with Sharon. So, AJ says that it's between Hugo, Liam, and Aram. I don't know why Liam is still part of this equation. Liam is not interested in you. And she's talking to Kaz about this, and Hugo comes over and joins them. And they chat for a little bit, and he's not engaging with her at all. But for somebody that's looking for love in the villa, his eyes get drawn over to see like the boys playing some sort of ball game. And he's like, oh, like they look like they're having fun. I want to go join them. And just leaves. Like, he's not interested in AJ at all, or trying to get AJ to choose him at all. I think he's more interested in playing some sport game with the boys. That not like, anyways. Don't get me started about Hugo. Sharon and Danny have a chat, and this is where we learn that she was intimidated by her at the start, and so he explains that he picked her because he was intrigued by her, and in my opinion, I just don't think he's into her at all. I don't think he's going to choose her at all. So getting ready for the night, Liam doesn't like AJ's. That's what we learned. Like, they get ready for the night, they come down, and the first thing that he says to Millie, he doesn't like her forwardness, or it was the camera. I'm not sure if it was a confessional or if it was Millie. And then we get a text. It's going to be a recoupling. So I'm sorry, Hugo. Everybody deserves love and a chance at love. But at this point, I don't think that this is the right show for you to be able to get it. I want to get rid of him and have at least somebody that is going to pursue some of the women in the house. Like, he says that when he wants something, he goes after it. He is a Leo, which is also really surprising that he's so passive. But so he says that to AJ, and then he doesn't pursue something. So that would lead me to believe that he's not interested in AJ, or else he would be pursuing something. And so AJ had asked him, like, oh, you're so nice. Like, why is it that nobody's into you? And he was like, I don't know, like, too nice. She's like, how is that possible to be too nice? Well, I think that you're learning that he doesn't have any sort of grafting abilities. None at all. Oh my God. I'm sorry. The way Hugo left so quick, he was trying to get away from her. It was so awkward. Ooh, that is a hot take. You think Sharon's going home? I don't think Sharon's going home because Sharon's probably going to pick Hugo. I don't think that. Oh, I guess maybe she'll pick Hugo. Wait, if AJ picks Hugo, then what? Then Danny picks? Like, how are they going to do this? I don't know how this is working. The way Hugo left, yeah, it was so funny. I noticed the producers always pick Kaz first for dates and the other girls for last, so they can walk into the villa hand in hands with their dates. I believe it's set up on Kaz. Well, Kaz didn't do that, I don't think, with Danny. Oh no, she wasn't second. Hugo needs to go home at this point. This place is not for him. Agreed. It's crazy. Danny could pick Kaz, they could fall in love, and they still wouldn't win the money. No. I mean, he's not going to pick her, and they wouldn't win if they did. Unless, like, they became out to be a really fun, awesome couple, which I don't see. But, like, Kaz needs somebody that's, like, into her, that you can see the sparks, that, like, they get along, and, like, they're making out, and they're dancing. Like, they just need to be, like, the couple for them to win. I don't know who was going to win at this point because, like, what, Millie and Liam? Like, come on, no. I saw people write online that they want Danny to get with Lucinda so they can both be kicked off. Ooh, or kicked out. Okay. That's funny. AJ picks then Danny, and then the guys pick. Okay, so Danny. Well, if Danny chooses Lucinda, then AJ's, and then Aaron's just gonna go back and choose Kaz again. Who is AJ going to choose? They they give AJ a chance, and they didn't give Shannon a chance at all. Brutal. Please don't put Kaz with Danny. Hell no. It's boys pick, and AJ and Danny are picking first. Okay, gotcha. Well, guys, it's been a slice. Obviously, regardless of the season, I do like chatting with you guys about it. It makes it a lot more fun, especially because you guys are pretty much on the same wavelength as me. So if you want to have more chats about Love Island in general, join me in about 13 minutes over on the other stream, where I'll be talking with episode, I don't know if it's 8, I think, as well as the Laid Bear episode. So we'll go in depth into that, where we're going to have some more of these conversations. Absolutely. If Aaron is into black women, him and Kaz would be perfect couple. They just don't vibe. If it has to do with their astrological signs, like Aaron is a Gemini and Kaz is a Scorpio, so that energy is not really well matched. They're almost like, ugh. So I don't think that they would actually work. I think that they just aren't into each other that way. Did anyone see Danny's apology? Oh, no, I didn't. Or Danny's family must have apologized because he's not in the villa or not in the real world. I haven't seen it yet, though. No, I think it was his family. You're a Gemini? I'm Aquarius. It just, so Gemini is an air sign and Scorpio is a water sign. So water and air just don't go that great together. Think about when they come together, that's a tornado. Same with Sharon. She's a water sign. She's a Cancer. It's a tornado. It just doesn't work. They're both more so emotionally driven with their actions. And you remember that Aaron was just like so angry with how she dealt with that situation with Hugo because she acted in a emotional way. And so it's just not going to work with emotional people and Aaron because it's just not his vibe. Apparently the producers allowed him to write a statement. Oh, wow. Okay, so they didn't want to kick him off the show, but they wanted to make sure he wrote a statement. All right. Well, you know, they kick people off for less usually, but what did that guy do again that people kicked him off for? Season 5? I'm Jordan. There was a guy, Sharif, that got kicked off. What happened there? I can't remember. Tell me while I put subscribe at the bottom of the screen. Please subscribe. Join us in the chat. Like this video. Comment. Let me know what you're thinking. What are the producers thinking? Let me know. Yeah, what happened with Sharif, Netha? Oh, okay. Yeah, you can't physically like assault anyone. Okay, yeah, that's fine. There's somebody else that got kicked off, I think, and I can't remember, but who knows? Yes, please join us in the chat, though. We love talking about Love Island. Well, most of us, 90% of us. And if you guys are interested in more, just head over right now or in 10 minutes to my stream for Love Island USA, where we'll talk a lot about last night's episode. Apparently they're play fighting, but he was still kicked off. Okay. I don't remember the circumstances completely, but the optics definitely wouldn't look good to have a black man kick a black woman and call her the C word regardless. So I can understand why they would do that. She wasn't upset. I don't remember what her reaction was. Anyways, that's probably a whole can of worms that would be opening up if we went down as to like whether or not that was appropriate that he was kicked off or not. So that's all she wrote, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. Join me across I'm going to go across the street over at Love Island USA shortly. And we'll see you then. After that, we'll see you Monday night. Monday afternoon, I mean. Monday afternoon. Yeah, we'll see you again then. Bye, guys.